Hello traders, my name is Dr. Ibun Idris. I'm the financial markets trader and mentor. Well, it has been an amazing journey engaging myself into Forex trading and financial markets at all. And the journey started in 2020 when I was at college, and after observing the massive opportunities in trading, I take myself a step toward to financial market for the sake of financial freedom, freedom of time, freedom of management, and much more. So this was the very clear journey of my Forex trading, and since then, it's now over 4 years in the Forex industry. Obviously, in trading, we are facing so much challenges, especially when you are transitioning from one place to the other. But myself, I can't call it a challenge, but it's a matter of transition. You know, transitioning from country to the country, sometimes it can trigger your system, your system of trading. So obviously, there is no much more challenges I faced. It's only that environmental changes and change of climatic changes and whatever. So I can't call these as challenges. Well, my academy is known by Kia Markets Academy. That I started an academy looking forward to including young men, those who are struggling, looking for money, those who are struggling, looking for best way of making money. So I'm here to include people, to include young men into the career that can simplify their lives, into a career that can give them the hope for the future financial stability. Actually, since it has been a very short time since I introduced my academy, and so far I have trained more than 30 people. It's estimately 40 to over 50, and since trading journey is, some people look trading as a very fast way of making money, but myself no. It requires a strategic means of learning, means of management, psychology. So I usually emphasize my students to don't overclick themselves to automatic trading, and fourth, to take time learning, take time engaging themselves into financial markets. So since then, the biggest achievement I can assure myself to them is to basically be able to transit themselves, to change their mindset and engaging into financial markets. Well, frankly speaking, trading is a game of psychology and risk management. Since the involvement of money, circulation of funds, share of hands from supply and demand, from poor and to the high hands. I usually emphasize people trading with a great risk management, but also passive psychology. Because since you lose one of these, you're actually having the trouble in your trading journey. So myself, risk management is a very crucial part of my academy, which should be involved in a day-to-day trading basis. Usually, trading requires time to build the system. And as a trader, as a newbie trader, since I was a newbie trader up to now, actually I'm advanced now. I'm advancing from beginning to advanced trading. But at first, when I was start learning trading to now, I faced many of the challenges actually. And one of them was the intensity of psychology. How was I able to hold the losses? How was I able to manage the funds? You see, so the myth of quick money making was really circulating within my head. So it was somehow triggered to master this, but over time, I succeed. Well, as you know, every trader has got his specific way of trading. But myself, I specialized in Wyckoff trading method. The method emphasizing on trading based on the dominant force. I mean, markets circulate in cycles. Market moves in cycles. So, and the cycles are established by the dominant force. We have the power of sellers, power of buyers. So once you are able to determine who is controlling the market, then you have an edge. So simply saying, I'm specialized in Wyckoff trading method, and this is the only edge has been working out for me. Oh my God. Frankly speaking, losing is a part of journey, and we can't deny this. As a trader, as a person who wants to grow in trading, you have to accept that losing is a great part of it. And as we know, 95% of traders lose money. And this doesn't mean that being an expert trader, being an advanced trader, you don't have losses. No, we can have. The issue is, how do you control the losses? Myself, I practice some practices how to control the losses, like after having a loss, I have the maximum of trading a day. So cutting losses area is a very strategic way of managing the loss, which has really working out for me. Well, when we indulge in losses, usually we feel broke. This is how it goes to every trader. But the issue is how much. The issue is not how much you lose. The issue is how much do you control yourself after losing. So the more I lose, the more I observe losses, the more I go through loan accounts, for example, is where I have a compact mindset that, okay, I made a mistake and I have to correct them in the next step. So to me, losses has been a way of correcting my mistake, and over time, it has been working out, actually. Currently, no, but I have a plan of it. Trading is sometimes harder for learners since they lack capitals. And even myself, I observed the moments I was trading in my personal accounts. You can have good trading skills, the skills of compounding, the skills of scalping, for example. But once you lack good capital, it's going to be a very huge challenge. So I have the plan to engulf them into a Fiverr account and eventually to Kisiki Capital. Well, in trading, myself, I can describe this as the very biggest milestone I have gone through is quality knowledge, first, because my journey wasn't so much easy. It had so much trouble, so much heartbroken. So the journey took me to the way that I'm able to control myself. So the biggest milestone I have achieved so far is the self-control, psychology, and risk management. Actually, yes. My vision, I try to visualize my academy to reach out globally. I mean, as a starting point being from Malawi, but the expansion, I plan to expand since I wish to let many young men achieve their dreams. Many young men seem broken, since, after they pursue their academics. Many young men looking for the best way of making money. So I have a biggest plan to expand my academy from Malawi to Tanzania, but across Tanzania, Dar es Salaam, in Mwanza, Arusha, in Dodoma, and eventually globally. Well, number one, as usual, risk management. People intend to risk more than what they can't afford to lose. So many traders have been falling into this trap of are looking for the shortest way of making huge profit. So risk management has been a very critical problem most of the beginners face. But number two is weekend psychology. You know how it feels to lose money. Imagine you have $200 in your account now, and you are dreaming to compound it to 2,000 after 1 week, after 1 month, for example, and reaching the point that you lose this amount of money. You lose your all. So psychology actually is the biggest. Many traders seems to have a low psychology. They don't have capability of holding losses. But number three, with my experience, many people think that trading is a game of learning today to start making money tomorrow. But no. Most of the people before into failing the trading since they wish to make money overnight. So they eventually jump the line of learning. So learning should be a great part of newbie traders. And since when they jump this part, actually the trading journey has to be very huge and tough. Myself, I'm very proud of this. I'm very proud of Kisiki Capital. They have simplified rules. They have a very straight rule, but also being apart from other firms, Kisiki Capital delivers a one-step challenge. It's like you just have you have a job to pass 8% of what of your initial capital. Which is very simple. So being at Kisiki Capital is a big proud, and in the future I hope to partner with Kisiki Capital for the best of my community.